They say that buried treasure is found only in the world of make-believe. That it's something authors dream up to add spice to the plot of their story. But that's exactly what I found. Literally buried treasure. It just wasn't all in one wooden chest. It was in boot boxes and envelopes, suitcases and photo albums scattered across Catahoula. And it wasn't unburied in a single frenzy of shoveling. It took me 3 years to dig it all up. And the treasures, when I found them, weren't gleaming jewels or wonderful gold coins. They were wonderful little pieces of paper. I first got a taste for old photographs when I started digging through my own family's albums. I think what hooked me was how, when you scan a faded photograph and restore the colors, it's like polishing a dusty jewel. You see it in a new light, and it takes on a new life. It seems like magic how a piece of paper can still be so alive, 50, 60, 100 years after it was taken. I couldn't get enough. So I asked Uncle Alan if he had any old photographs he'd let me scan. Then Miss Dot let me scan all her albums too. And I just kept going. Aunt Sis, Miss Leona, Miss Georgie, Trudy, Fala, Tikri. I told people I'd scan their photo collection if they let me post their photos on my Facebook page. And people were incredibly generous, opening up their homes and their photo albums to me. At some point along the way I realized, Catahoula is so small and so young. If I wanted to track down every film photograph ever taken in Catahoula, I could actually do that. A 100 years ago, Catahoula Lake was uninhabited, so you don't have to go too far back in time and you bump up against the dark edge of Catahoula history. In fact, the first photograph of Catahoula Lake wasn't taken until 1928, only 87 years ago. In the spring of that year, a photographer was taken by boat to the belly of the lake. He picked up his camera, loaded it with film, pointed it toward a clearing on the western shore, and snapped a photograph of the recently completed Rousseau Catahoula Inn. The half-century that follows the opening of the Catahoula Inn, 1928 to 1978, I consider the golden age of Catahoula. "36 Catahoula families have contributed to the Picture Catahoula archive so far, and I've scanned almost 4,000 photographs. Maybe you're from Catahoula, or maybe you have family from Catahoula, or maybe you're interested in the Atchafalaya region of Louisiana, or maybe like me, you feel it's important for each generation to preserve the history of the generations that have come before. With your support, I'll be able to create and maintain a permanent online archive for these historical images. As a reward for supporting the Picture Catahoula archive, I've created a 512-page hardcover album that contains over 400 images selected from the Picture Catahoula archive. It also contains various historical documents, such as a brochure from the Catahoula Inn, an archaeological investigation of the only known archaeological site in Catahoula, scans from the St. Rita Church Directory, movie schedule from the Lake Theater, Mardi Gras Carnival Program 1973, Catahoula Elementary Scrapbook, and preliminary blueprints for the Atchafalaya Wilderness Center, which was proposed in 1976 and never built. The book will include deluxe touches such as handwritten chapter titles, a comprehensive index featuring names, dates, and sources for each image, hardcover embossed cover, and high-quality machine-sewn binding. This Kickstarter project is the only place you'll find this book. It's a limited edition product, and I'm not sure if I'll print more after this batch, so this may be your only opportunity to purchase one. I'm also offering a set of 8 postcards featuring vintage mid-century photographs of the Atchafalaya Basin. Contribute to the project at this level and you'll receive the postcards as your reward. Contributors to the project at any level will receive links to audio recordings of some of the people who contributed to this project, including the people you've seen in this video, and other behind-the-scenes peeks at the book printing process already in progress. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. With your support, we'll be able to preserve a piece of Louisiana history for many generations to come.